Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. So since TIFR exam is quite near and there are so many questions regarding it from you guys, so I thought to have a conversation with someone who has qualified this exam very recently. So luckily I had a student of mine, his name is Koushik Chalki, and he has qualified TIFR 2022 GS exam, that means just last year, and currently he is doing his research. He is a PhD research scholar in TIFR Mumbai. So the section of this video, the rest of the part of this video is the conversation of me with him. We have discussed about so many things regarding TIFR, what TIFR actually is, how that institute is different from other institutes, what are the research aspects over there, what are the different things which are there, and regarding the exam as well, preparation strategy, how to prepare it for it, how to approach the exam, what should be done in the exam hall, like in the last in the final 3 hours of the exam, and so many things we have discussed about. I think almost all the questions which you have regarding TIFR as an institute or as an exam, we have discussed in this particular video. So I hope you will get to know a lot of things about this particular institute also and about the exam as well from this particular video. So watch the entire video till end, and like if you have any other questions regarding TIFR as such, you can drop down in the comment section below. So the rest of the part of the video is my conversation with Koushik regarding TIFR.
Okay, so Kaushik, welcome to All About Chemistry, and please introduce yourself to our audience.
Okay. So, hello everyone. I am Koushik Chalki. I am now from TIFR Mumbai, and I have done my BSc in Chemistry Honors from University of Calcutta, and also the MSc from University of Calcutta, Rajabhajar Science College. Then I appeared for GS 2022, and now I am a research scholar in TIFR Mumbai.
Okay, Kaushik, it has been like I think 1 year by now you are doing your research. So first of all, tell us that how's the experience in TIFR? Like, how is it?
Okay, so actually, the thing is that I have qualified GS at, I mean, the exam was in December 2022, but therefore, thereafter, the interview was done on March, and then
Okay,
ultimate selection was done on May. So
okay,
my research, I mean, my PhD started actually from August this year. So I am
okay.
actually here for 4 months.
4 months.
So
Okay,
now
fine,
the
fine.
thing is, now the thing is that I am not doing any project. I mean, I am not doing proper research now under any guidance or anything. Actually, the coursework is going on, and
Okay.
there will be a project. Project will start from next semester, January. That will be a short departmental project. After two short departmental project, my PhD project will start. So now, actually, the thing is that we have coursework, different courses are going on, and the best part, I mean, the extraordinary part that TIFR is there, that is the lab rotation part. That is, in every week we have to visit one lab, and
Okay.
we have to stay there, or like we have to do some experiments, and also we hear about the lab members project, what projects are going on in the lab for a duration of 1 week, and then there was a short exam or a paper presentation about that lab. So this is actually the things that are going on.
So I think this happens before you join a particular lab, right? Like so that you get experience of all the
Yeah.
other labs. Yeah, yeah. So that's a good thing. I have never
Yes.
heard this thing in any institute as of now. I think in IISc it happens, but I don't think in any other institute this thing happens. So what about the like we all know that TIFR is one of the best institute to do research in India. What about the quality of research which you have seen here compared to University of Calcutta where you have done your master? So how is it
Yeah.
different from there?
So the thing is that in TIFR, every research, I mean, they first of all, what I am really impressed about TIFR research for that is the instrumentation part. I mean, they prepared their instrument by, I mean, they know the basic things, they know how the instruments are. I mean, they just not buy one instrument and do the experimental part. There are several instruments that are actually made by the help of the lab members and the project guide. I mean the professor.
Okay.
So that's one of the fascinating things that I have seen in TIFR. And there are some instruments I have seen that they told that that instrument is going for 30 years, 40 years back.
Oh,
So
okay.
they know that where, I mean, they know every part of the instrument,
Uh-huh.
and there are so many optical instruments in the chemistry
Mm-hmm.
department.
Mm-hmm.
So they know every part of the instrument, and when there is a problem, they can only, I mean, solve the problem. So
Okay.
that is one of the best part I have seen.
Mm-hmm.
And in every, and the thing is that I mean, I'm not comparing, but in TIFR, they every professor or every lab members, first of all, every, I mean, when someone joins one lab, there are the freedom of choosing project of their own interest. There is a,
Okay.
first of all, the professor gave freedom, like
Mm-hmm.
you told that what you think, what you can do, what you can contribute in this field,
Mm-hmm.
what is your
Mm-hmm.
thought.
Mm-hmm.
And after hearing our thought, they modify the thing that okay, this is the thing you can do, this is not. So actually, I mean, in first year starting PhD, obviously not all the thinking will be the right way, but
Yeah,
they
yeah.
listen our thinking, and they actually respect what we think. So
Uh-huh.
that is one of the thing I really like about TIFR. Another thing is that in every research, like they always try to pursue something that is actually not done by anyone. I mean,
Some
is actually the
nobility.
PhD.
Some.
It is not, yeah,
Uh-huh.
but they like to pursue some, I mean, very different thing. Very, I mean, not pure chemistry. Yes, what
Mm-hmm.
I exactly want to say that is when you are doing chemistry in PhD, they try to prepare a project where that is not so pure chemistry. That is, there is, you have to be have some knowledge on physics. You have to be have some knowledge on biology. That's everything is
Biology. Yeah.
intermixed.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good thing actually.
Mm-hmm.
I thought
So that, like,
these are the
you are correct in this, like, because science goes hand in hand. Like, you cannot just with chemistry you can do anything, right? To make something big, you need help of physics, biology, and everything. And what you
yeah,
have said, I can summarize it like, guys, that is a research scholar in TIFR is not only a chemistry scholar, it also gets some knowledge of engineering as well, because he is going to, like,
yeah,
see the instrument and how it is being made and all,
yeah.
also some idea of physics, some biology. So all in all, you will be a complete package. That's what we can
Exactly,
summarize, right?
exactly,
Okay,
exactly.
great. So, like, we are here in, like, I'm in University of Hyderabad, and TIFR Hyderabad is just back of us. Like, it's just near to our place, and like we used to go over there, and the work culture and
Okay,
all I have seen over there, like, that is really, like, you know uh, that is, there is nothing like forced work culture, I would say. And like, the environment and how people interact with each other, professor and student, that is very commendable. So yeah, that is
mm,
one thing. So Kaushik, like, because you have qualified this exam last year, you are experienced and you are someone who can
mm,
tell the students that how basically how they can prepare for it, what extra thing they have to
uh-huh.
do. So like, you can share your preparation journey first of all, that how you prepare
Mm.
for this exam.
So first of all, the thing is that I mean, I was actually not very much predefined that, yeah, I have to join. I mean, I have to be like join TIA, but that is, it's not a thinking for 1 year or 1.5 year. I mean, after coming here, I have seen that there are so many students who
Mm-hmm.
actually wait for TIFR to, I mean, they have appeared for the exam but not qualified. Again, they
Mm-hmm.
appeared. So they actually waste 2 years to join TIFR.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not my case. I thought to join TIFR just before 3 months of the GS 2022. So
Okay.
I thought, yeah, I mean, I know the TIFR, I obviously know, but that was not my thinking at the, I mean, the previous thing. But
Mm-hmm.
after thinking that okay, I should at least appear for TIFR entrance exam, what I have done, I mean, I have started doing preparation. Like at first, I started the 10 years solving. That is,
Okay.
they have given the 10 years question in the in their site. I mean the admission
Mm-hmm.
window.
Mm-hmm.
There are 10 years question was there. So I downloaded this and started solving this. And
Mm-hmm.
this is what I think that this is the major part that helps me,
Okay.
because in NET or in GATE exam, there
Mm-hmm.
is, I mean, there are so many questions. First of all, in TIFR entrance exam, there are only 40 questions.
Yes,
So
yes.
in the entire full syllabus, only 40 questions, it is very much hard to think that where to focus, where not to focus.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, after at least, I mean, yeah, overview the uh, 10 years question paper, I understand that okay, I have to focus on there, I have to focus on there. So that's the major part. What I always suggest everyone that go through the 10 years paper for
Mm-hmm.
once, twice, at I mean how many times you can, and try
Mm-hmm.
to solve everything. Obviously, in the first time you cannot solve everything, but
Right.
okay, let that question aside and go through all the papers. Then you can, I mean, you can have the idea that what in which part you have to be focused. Like after going through the all 10 years question paper, I came to know that okay, physical, they always have a preference to the physical chemistry part.
Mm-hmm.
And in organic and inorganic, in organic part, like in NET or GATE, what we have seen that there is, I mean, you have to have some knowledge on reagents, you have to have some knowledge on reaction mechanism, everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there are very varieties of things, but
Yeah.
if you if anyone goes through all the 10 years question paper, they will see that that much, I mean, organic chemistry was not there. What
Mm-hmm.
actually come from organic chemistry? Obviously there should be one or two question from reaction mechanism, but they give the preference to the biomolecules. In
Biomolecule.
inorganic, they give the preference to the inorganic spectroscopy or
Mm-hmm.
like CFT, these things. And in
Mm-hmm.
physical chemistry, the actual major part is from physical chemistry. And
Mm-hmm.
in if I this is, I mean, if I do, I mean, if I say like differentiating physical chemistry or organic, but in the overview
Mm-hmm.
for one question paper, they always focus on the basic knowledge, like in every
Mm-hmm.
question. Like if I compare with GATE or NET, that is what is different in TIFR entrance exam. In GATE or NET, there will be some question where if you know the exact formula, you can do
Mm-hmm.
the answer. There
Yes.
should be some question, not all,
Mm-hmm.
obviously some few questions. But in
Mm-hmm.
TIFR, you will hardly get one that type of question. Every
Mm-hmm.
question is actually from basic idea. The question is not so long, the question is not so very much tricky calculation, that will not be the thing. But you
Mm-hmm.
have to know the basic thing. If you know the basic thing, you can do the answer. And if you, I mean, really interested in TIFR, if you really solve the questions, you will really enjoy the exam. Actually, when I give the exam, I really enjoyed the exam. Actually, I mean, how they think that type of question. That's the question is very
Yeah.
easy, but one basic thing, if you know, then you can only solve the question. Otherwise,
Yes.
you will not.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that's the thing I will suggest.
Yeah. Like that's why whenever I see TIFR question papers, like I like those questions are like the person who has made that question, he has also put some effort to make that, to frame it in a way that it takes time to
Yeah,
take it out. And that's why 3 hours are there, 40 question is there. It takes time to understand the question and then to
yeah,
solve it, right? Tell us, Kaushik,
yeah.
that how what happens after that? Like you did 10 years question, and then after that, what else you did?
So after the 10 years question, I am really thankful to you first of all, because there are so many questions that I can't figure out. And I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I studied, I mean, I searched for that question's answer, but it didn't get. And your videos in Unacademy actually helped me at that type,
Mm-hmm.
at that questions to solve.
Okay.
So that is why I'm very much grateful to you. And I actually told you that, yeah, I mean, after selection.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
after 10 years question solving, I made a schedule. I mean, I just picked up some topic that which
Mm-hmm.
I think that okay, these are the topics which actually are to be focused. Like in physical chemistry, I mean, not only focus, I have to revise some topics. Like in physical chemistry, I have to revise the thermodynamics part, the spectroscopic basic part, not so, I mean, very high-fi spectroscopy. You have to know basic spectroscopic part, inorganic spectroscopy, CFT. In organic chemistry, I have to revise the biomolecules part. So I made a strategy that these are the things I have to revise the basic part. So side by side, I was solving. I mean, at that time, I was preparing for GATE, NET also. So I was solving the previous years of NET, GATE also, and also the TIFR question paper. And I was revising only those things that which actually I think that they may appear in exam. So
Okay.
I revised those things, and it was for actually 2 months thing. I mean, I decided before 3 months, and in 2 months I have done these things. So and
Great.
then the exam was probably on 12th December.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah. So when you gave this exam, like when you went in the exam and when you gave it, like that time, like you were confident that you are going to qualify it?
yeah, after giving exam, I was really confident. I mean, at I barely remember that. Yeah, out of 40 questions, I have appeared for 31. And
31. Okay.
I mean, after answering that 31 question, I mean, at that time I have no idea that how many questions if I answer, then
Huh.
the selection of them. I have no idea. But I actually was confident that maybe I can be selected for interview because the exam was so satisfactory for me. I
Yeah, yeah.
mean, major question, I gave full satisfaction answer.
Great, great. So, since we don't get, I think, cutoff for TIFR, right? After the exam happens, we don't get the cutoff. We get a direct list of students who have
Exactly.
been shortlisted for interview. So, what is the what is the safe number of question which you will suggest that this many question, if you
Yeah.
do out of 40, then it's fine.
So after coming here, we all have discussed that how many questions you have answered, how many questions
Yeah,
you have
yeah.
answered, and after the discussion, I got that you have to, I mean, appear at least above 25 questions. So I
Above
mean,
25.
the average number was 25. No one is there below 25. No one, and obviously, don't. I mean, for every student, don't answer. I mean, I mean, don't assume an answer because in
Uh-huh.
TIFR we I don't know if it's true, but actually they give a preference for the accuracy. They, I
Uh-huh.
mean, there is a negative marking, and
Yeah, yeah.
they really see that their accuracy part. So
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
assume an answer. Try to be
Yeah.
perfect.
This thing I have also heard that if two people are there and they both are getting same marks, but if someone has done less negative
Yeah,
marks, so that will be given more priority over the other.
yeah,
Yeah. And also,
yeah,
like we know that there are two
exactly.
cutoffs for TIFR. One is for TIFR Mumbai and one is for TIFR Hyderabad. So I think for TIFR Mumbai, the cutoff goes
Okay.
little higher, I guess, right? First list comes for
Yeah,
TIFR Mumbai, yeah, and then comes for TIFR Hyderabad. Okay.
yeah,
Fine. So since we are recording it on, I think today is 26th of November. So next exam is again on 12th of December, I guess, in the second week of December. So there is not a lot of time for the students. So what you will suggest, like what they should do in the last few
yes.
days of preparation for TIFR exam if they want to qualify it?
Okay. As a last minute tips, I mean, yeah, just 2 weeks there. So try to, I mean, be honest with yourself that what you have actually, I mean, what the things you have covered. Now there is no time for covering one new chapter or one new unit. You don't. This is not the perfect time for cover anything new. What you
Mm-hmm.
have covered, just brush up the um, previous things with the basic idea. Do
Mm-hmm.
you? I mean, for TIFR exam, you don't need to memorize very big equations, very big things. You don't need to. I mean, after coming in TIFR, I actually get to know that their intentions are actually not to memorize students big equations. Like if a
Mm-hmm.
student can write a big equation memorizing, they are not actually impressed by that thing. they always impress to see if you can think by your way.
Yeah.
So if students can see the question paper, they will see that every question is like an exercise of brain. You have
Yeah.
to have you have a practice of thinking. So
Mm-hmm.
before these 2 weeks, all I mean the brush up the previous things what they I mean you have done for a TIFR exam, and basic things just brush up all the basic things. Obviously there are some things that we have to memorize, like in
Mm-hmm.
our exam I remember that there is a very easy question was there, that what's the formula of the in inorganic chemistry, what's the formula of the that brown ring in
Okay, okay. Brown ring test, which we do.
Browning technique. Exactly.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And that this question is very easy. I mean, at 12, class 12, children, class 12 student will know that
Yeah.
answer. But
Yeah.
that, I mean, I really surprised that I don't, see it and I don't focus on that part in organic chemistry. So obviously you have to memorize
Mm-hmm.
these things, obviously, but try to be focus on more basic things. Just brush up all the things, and in during your uh, solving of 10 years, if there are some difficulties in there, try to brush up that difficulties, see how
Mm-hmm.
the difficulties come when you are solving and how you have overcome. So just
Mm-hmm.
brush up that. And also in TIFR exam there are some questions from mathematics. So
Yeah.
before exam just see the mathematics integration normal formula,
Yeah.
because in exam hall the atmosphere is obviously, I mean, differentiation sin theta to cos theta will be changed. So
Yeah.
just brush up those things.
So I think basic
That's
calculus is asked in mathematics, and trigonometry related things like trigonometry
yes,
equations are there. Yeah. These are major
yes,
things from where mathematics part
yes,
is generally asked. Yeah.
yes,
So,
yes.
and what about those 3 hours when you sit in the exam? Like, what would you suggest for those 3 hours when a particular student is sitting in exam? So, what are the thoughts which he should have?
In exam, like the thing is that if a student is very much, I mean, if they think that, I mean, if someone is very much think they think that okay, I have to join TIFR, like these
Mm-hmm.
thinkings are actually
Focused means. Uh-huh.
if yeah, overthinking that's a major problem. I mean, when like the first question come, you see maybe the first question is the toughest question in the 40 question. When you
Mm-hmm.
think that you cannot do the question, that if you get demotivated at that time, that is not the thing. In my scenario also I have faced 5 to 6 questions that are very much, I mean, for me it was very much tough. But
Mm-hmm.
don't get demotivated after seeing all before seeing all the questions.
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
are
yeah.
if you think, I mean, there are 3 hours time for only 40 questions. So
Mm-hmm.
that's a huge time. Not, I
Yeah,
mean, for 3 hours, even for NET or GATE, there are so many questions, but only
nice.
for 40 questions, there are 3 hours. So
Mm.
if you are thinking that this question is harder, go ahead, just skip it. Go
Mm-hmm.
to that questions which you can. And in TIFR questions, if you, I mean, if you be calm and think, you can do. I mean, the
Mm-hmm.
questions are actually not so very much tough thing. So try to be calm in the exam hall. Obviously, I am giving this suggestion, I also become do panic, but try to be calm. Try, everyone
Yeah,
do
yeah.
panic, but try to be calm, and I think that okay, the one question is not done, okay, go to the next question. After seeing 40 questions, if you think that no, I cannot do the major thing, then that's maybe the problem. But see
Mm-hmm.
the 40 questions before, then you decide. So that's the thing.
So basically, if we summarize these things, like first of all, this past 10 years question paper is very important. Like it is very important to do them
Yeah,
and practice them, right? Second thing is your basics should be very clear so that you
yeah,
should be like you should know all the things and you should know the basics of it, not the overall
yeah.
scenario or
Yes.
overall picture, but you
Hmm.
should know from where it
Um,
came and what is the building block of that
exactly.
particular concept, right? And third thing is to calm down and just don't over
Exactly.
pressurize yourself, just go with it
Exactly.
and just give it with a ease, and most probably it will get cracked, right? So It's not
Exactly.
like there is no recipe for it as such. It's all about your patience and like whatever you have done till now, right, Kaushik? So
Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly.
so tell us a little bit more about TIFR, like because many people actually don't know there are only two institutes in India, right? One is in Mumbai and
Hmm.
one is in Hyderabad. So
Hmm.
like about institute also people are not that much aware about. They know about IITs, they know about universities.
Hmm.
Tell us about that, how exactly this particular place is different from like what they can expect it in a different way from IITs and all.
So, first of all, the campus. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
apart from the education, apart from research, first of all, the campus. I mean, they after selection, they always do a campus tour, and the interview are actually done in the campus. In our time, it was for COVID cases, so
Mm-hmm. It was
we
online. Yeah.
given interviews from our home online. We didn't do the campus tour. It was a virtual campus tour. But when the I mean, if someone come to TIFR Mumbai, it was really nice campus just beside the sea. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
to go to the sea, we have to enter to the campus, and it
Wow.
was a very nice view. First of all, the
Mm-hmm.
campus thing,
Mm-hmm.
and another thing is that what I really impressed about that in TIFR every professor they I mean here the respect thing is like every professor always tells us that don't respect us like a boss like a
Mm-hmm.
huge human who have done
Mm-hmm.
very rocket science. Don't do that. Respect the science only. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
here they also call us, don't call us sir or ma'am. They always
Mm-hmm.
they told that call our name, call
Yeah,
by
yeah,
our
yeah,
name, like
yeah.
just just call our dada, anything
Mm-hmm.
anything you can. So
Uh-huh.
no, I mean there is nothing to be I mean getting very worried that oh he's a very great human, so what we
Mm-hmm.
can do. So this is not the thing in TIFR. And while doing coursework, so their teaching capability, I mean, in coursework for integrated PhD, there is more courses, I mean, as compared to PhD students. But
Mm-hmm.
the courses are actually prepared in such a way that the basic quantum things, the basic biophysics, these things for
Mm-hmm.
chemistry, biophysics, these things are actually like biophysics or the mathematical tools for chemistry. These are
Mm-hmm.
actually, I mean, in up to MSc, we are not actually give very much focus to. I mean, not all syllabuses have the biophysics
Mm-hmm.
thing, like
Right, right.
mathematical tools in which actually needed for chemistry. These are actually people learn in their PhD process. But
Mm-hmm.
in TIFR, they prepared the courses for this. I mean, different. I mean, in a separate way, so we can learn these things also. And the behavior of every professor is like is very, I mean, appreciable. Like all are always welcome. Like when you are going into anyone to ask any question, they are always
Mm-hmm.
welcoming. So that's the thing I am really impressed about TIFR. So obviously in TIFR, if a student visits, like when we got selected, there are two three students they have come before our joining procedure,
Mm-hmm.
and from their I mean experience, what I have heard that they are treated like like someone great scientists have come to TIFR. They are treated like that.
Oh.
So yeah, they really respect the students, and obviously students respect the teachers. Everyone. I mean, one great thing is that I am if you are a chemistry student, you can go to any physics or biology professor's office. If
Mm-hmm.
he or she is free, he or she will
Yeah.
talk with you with your queries. No problem. No barrier is there. So that's a very everyone is so open minded, and they
Mm-hmm.
also in every lab rotation courses in our inauguration, everyone told that keep your mind open minded, keep your
Mm-hmm.
eyes everything open minded. Like
Mm-hmm.
not you are doing that research not to focus only on you. Obviously, things open minded, you will get
Mm-hmm.
more exposure.
So great. Like it like it feels like it's like a dream place for someone who is dedicated for research, who wants to do research in a dedicated manner, right? So yeah, thank you so much, Kaushik, for all these information and all whatever you have told about the journey and the TIFR and all. I hope students will get motivated with it and they will definitely try for this exam. They will give their best, and whatever tips and points you have told, they will take care of them and they will like implement in their preparation, right? And they will give their exam for the best. So thank you so much for giving your time, to all the students. Just for the context, I'm telling, like this, it has been this schedule, this interview has been scheduled in a very fast manner, because and Kaushik was very nice and he was very, he was very like good with it. He just agreed on this, and thank you so much, Kaushik, for that. And yeah, that's all for this video. So I wish you all the best, Kaushik, for your very, successful research career, and do your best in TIFR, and just, go at a place so that you can, make everyone proud. And you are at a place where you can now take a leap and you can go to a higher place, and, whatever you have learned over here and whatever you are going to learn in TIFR, you can utilize and do it better. So all the best for your research, and thank you so much for giving your time. Thank you so much, and it was great talking to you. And hopefully, when I will come to TIFR, or whenever I will come to Mumbai, I'll meet you over there in TIFR. TIFR.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, Kaushik. Okay. Thank you so much for your time. Right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey guys, so I teach live on Unacademy Plus platform. Here I teach for the CSI UGC NET category, and you can follow me over here for regular classes. You can access my free classes as well as my paid classes on this particular platform. The classes which are free, you can get that under the section of special classes, whereas in order to access my paid classes, paid live classes, you have to take Unacademy Plus subscription. So do make sure that you take the Unacademy Plus subscription to access all my paid classes, which are quite organized. The whole syllabus is being completed over there and the classes are quite regular over there. So make sure that you take Unacademy Plus subscription by using my referral code, that is N_Huda. That's it for this. Thank you so much.